February 10th, 2011, it's a day that I get to say thank you to a whole lot of people, because it was 20 years ago today that I made a bad choice. Decided I was going to pass 4 cars on my motorcycle. Wasn't quite as fast as I thought I needed to be, and because of that, I ended up getting hit and paralyzed myself from the chest down, obviously putting myself in the wheelchair. My family got a phone call that their son and brother was paralyzed. I remember waking up in the operating room with the surgeon saying they couldn't do the surgery yet because I probably wouldn't live through it. That everything that I knew about the world changed. And here I am 20 years later, and the only reason that I'm here is because of countless people who have helped me get where I am. And I'd like to say thanks. And I'll start with my little sister, because she was the one who actually tied little pink cows and pigs to my feet while I was in the intensive care and while I was in the hospital, to remind me that it's okay to laugh. I'd like to thank my little brother for teaching me that brothers' farts smell the same. You know, my dad had to shut the business down to come down and move to Portland pretty much and hang out and support me, which hasn't stopped in the last 20 years. And I can't say enough about Mom, because she's the one who kept me alive. She became my case manager, she became my nurse, she became my advocate and my support. And then just a quick round of thanks to those at Emmanuel Hospital, because those nurses were my angels. You all know who you are, and I won't say your names to protect the guilty. But you have definitely, brought me to where I am, and most of you are still friends of mine, and I say a huge thanks. And there are so many friends that I could thank right now that there's just no way to list them all off. Those of you that came to visit me in the hospital, I don't remember you being there, I'm sorry. But luckily my mom annoyed me with taking pictures of most of you. So those of you, my cousins and my family and my friends from all over the country who came, thank you. For those of you who sent me things, dog tags because you were in the military, flowers and letters and notes and photos and things to make me smile and make me laugh, thank you. And then stepping out of the hospital, while I was there was a couple of you that broke me out of the hospital. One cousin, a couple of friends. That was great when half of Portland was, searching for the handicapped guy who had escaped from the hospital when we were just at a bar. It showed my parents that things weren't going to change, which leads me to remind all of you that I thank you for not treating me any different than you could have, because I went from really tall to really short, and everything in the world became a challenge and an obstacle, and all the things that I knew I could do, I wasn't going to be able to do anymore, but none of you believed that. And because you didn't believe it, you helped me not believe it. And in 20 years, I've done more things than most people have done who aren't in a wheelchair. And it's not because of me, it's because of you. Those of you that have carried me places that people in wheelchairs aren't supposed to go. There are many of you, but especially a couple. Mikey, who carried me in and out of a bathroom every single day because the bathroom wasn't accessible when we left home for the first time being in a wheelchair. And for Brian, who just carried me all over the world, in more countries than I care to remember, more memories that I've forgotten than memories that most people have, and photos we have of places that a wheelchair has never gone before in the history of the world, and unless we go back, we'll never go again. Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. And I learned that asking for help was a hugely important aspect of living life. And it's something that has gotten me where I am today. It's helped me with my jobs, it's helped me with my public speaking, it's helped me with everything that I've done, because I realized that I was stronger with all of you helping me than I could have ever have been by myself alone. It's amazing that in 20 years, I think I visited 17 or 18 countries. I visited every single one of them with somebody else. I've been carried in and out of some of them. I remember most of them. I visited friends in all of them, and I couldn't have done any of that without all of you. Every one of you stepped up at a different time. There are many of you that I don't even know that have helped me out. Those of you that have been in my audiences, that have written me letters, that have stopped and said hi when I'm traveling. You've inspired me to want to share my message, because people seem to get something from that message. So how do I say thanks to all of you for helping get me here where I am today, 20 years after my crash? There's no way that I can thank all my friends, that I can thank those at the radio station who let me come in and learn about music so I could have that as my world, those who have carried me around the world, those who have helped me on and off of airplanes, those who have helped me in and out of trains and in and out of buildings, those who have carried me up mountains, those of you who have stepped your lives aside to help me better myself. I don't even know how to begin to say thank you, but to say thank you. Someday I want my kids to be able to look back, and when I'm doing this video at my 40-year anniversary of my crash, for my kids who will be 25 to be able to look back and go, wow, the first 20 years were fun, but the second 20 years, now that really kicked ass. That's what I want to be able to do. And I want to take everybody with me. A huge thanks I want to say is to Emily and the kids. Having been in a chair for 20 years and looking back at all the things that I've done and the places I've traveled and the experiences that I've had, having Emily step into my life was one of the most amazing things that I could have dreamed of, because not only did she help remind me that the chair wasn't a big deal, but she's never let me forget how to have fun. And many of you have done that, but Em, you really stepped up and taken it to the next level. And there's always laughing in our house. And the challenge of raising two kids, having been in a chair, it was an interesting question of whether that was going to be more challenging or less challenging, and how is the wheelchair going to be part of it. The kids have grown up with a normal that the wheelchair is just part of, and they don't know anything different. And I look at them and am reminded that it really doesn't make that much difference. Like I said before, everybody has their thing, and my thing just happens to be that I've been in a wheelchair for 20 years. So for all of you that have pushed me, pulled me, flipped me, thrown me, hucked me, saved me, married me, listened to me, helped me in the last 20 years, I say thanks. A huge thanks. Because without you, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have the fun that I have. I wouldn't be doing the things that I am doing if it wasn't for you stepping up and helping me out. And I appreciate you being with me for the last 20 years, and I'm really looking forward to you being with me for the next 20 years. Thank you so much.